Welcome to ShowFlo, the ultimate tool for optimizing your dance recital show orders. No more spreadsheet nightmares, no more last-minute reshuffling, just beautiful, optimized show orders. Getting started is simple. Download ShowFlo from the official website, then launch it. You'll see three main tabs: Input Data, Constraints, and Results. When you open it for the first time, an onboarding tour kicks off automatically. Seriously, go through it. It's quick and covers everything you need to know. Here's the thing about ShowFlo. It works locally on your computer. No cloud, no internet required. Everything lives right on your machine, which means your data stays yours and the app runs fast. Managing your projects is intuitive. Click the arrow in the top left corner to expand the project sidebar. From there, you can create new projects by clicking the plus icon, rename any project by double-clicking it, and reorder them however you want using the three-line menu icon. If you need to delete one, just hover over a project tile and click the X that appears. Want to clean up multiple projects at once? Click the box icon to enter bulk selection mode. Click the ones you want gone, then hit delete. The best part, the app autosaves constantly. You never have to think about manually saving your work. It just happens in the background. Next, we'll walk through importing your recital data and adding dancers. Head to the Input Data tab and click the Dancers sub-tab. You've got two ways to do this: manually one by one, or import them all at once. Here's when you choose each. If you've just got a handful of dancers, the manual approach is fine. Fill in the dancer's name, pick their age, and select whether they're a competition or recreational dancer. That distinction matters. It affects how ShowFlo groups them and applies quick change constraints. Once you hit Add, they show up in your roster below, and you can search or filter anytime. There's also an option for act availability for each dancer. Let's say that one of your dancers can only be in Act 1. Well, you can specify that, and the algorithm will adhere to that as a hard rule. Now, if you're managing a full studio, bulk import is your friend. Click the Import sub-tab, download the dancer template CSV. It comes with examples so you know exactly how to format it. Fill it in with your entire roster and just drag and drop it into that drag and drop container. ShowFlo automatically alphabetizes everything and catches duplicates so you're not stuck with typos. Once your dancers are in, you can edit or delete them anytime using the action buttons. Use the search box to find specific dancers fast. And here's why that competition versus recreation tag matters. Recreation dancers often need different quick change rules than competitors, so get that right from the start. Now that your roster is ready, next we'll be building the dance catalog. Head to Input Data and click the Dances sub-tab. Adding dances is pretty straightforward. Type in your dance title, set the duration in minutes and seconds, pick the style, ballet, hip-hop, contemporary, whatever you've got, and there are even sub-styles that specify the size of that dance, like solo, duet, small group, etc. Then, rate the energy level from 1 to 5 and prop complexity from 0 to 5. These details are what ShowFlo uses to build smart show orders. You can also specify the act availability for dances as well. When you're done, hit Add. Now, if you've got a ton of dances, use the Import sub-tab instead. Download the dance template CSV, fill it out with all your numbers, and import it back in. This keeps everything consistently formatted and saves you from typing it all manually. You'll see your full catalog listed below with search and filter options, and you can change anything anytime using the action buttons. Now for the fun part: connecting dancers to their performances. Click the Assignments sub-tab and hit the Assign Dances button to open a focused, 3-column modal that makes assignments intuitive and efficient. The left column shows all your dances with a search bar, and each one displays how many dancers are currently assigned. Click any dance to select it and see its assignments instantly. The middle column shows available dancers, all the ones not yet assigned to that dance, with real-time search filtering so you can find them quickly. Click the plus button next to any dancer to add them. The right column displays who's already assigned to that selected dance, and you can click the minus button to remove anyone. Everything syncs in real time. Your assignment data table updates immediately as you make changes. If you prefer a visual approach, toggle to Matrix View using the buttons in the top left. This gives you a spreadsheet-style grid where dancers are rows and dances are columns, so you can see your entire assignment landscape at a glance and spot casting gaps instantly. You can click cells to assign or unassigned dancers on the fly. There are a few quick notable shortcuts to speed things up. In the list view, click any dance title directly from the data table to open the modal with that dance pre-selected. If you've got a massive show with dozens of assignments, use the Import sub-tab. Download the auto-assign CSV template, list your dances with their dancers in one file, import it, and you're done. All changes in the modal sync immediately with no need to save or refresh. Need to make changes? Just open the Assign Dances modal again. It opens with searches cleared. Select a dance in the left column to continue. There's a few ways to clear data from the assignments. You can click the Reset View button in the matrix view, or if you want to specifically clear assignments from a particular dance, navigate to the list view, scroll down to the data table, and you'll see a Clear button in the dance row. Your assignment data is what powers your optimized show order. In the next chapter, we'll set up constraints to really fine-tune everything. This is where ShowFlo becomes a truly intelligent app. The Constraints tab is where you tell the algorithm what actually matters for your show. These settings guide how ShowFlo builds your optimized order. And the good news? You can customize as much or as little as you want, or just use the defaults. They work great right out of the box. Let's walk through the main ones. Quick changes is probably the most important. This is what prevents costume change nightmares. You set a minimum time gap between when the dancers perform, and ShowFlo respects that when building your show order. You can even set different gaps for competition versus recreational dancers, because let's be honest, a 6-year-old needs more time to change than a 16-year-old. If you have specific dancers who need custom rules, you can add quick change exceptions that override the global settings. Next is energy flow. This keeps your audience engaged. Instead of having 5 hip-hop numbers in a row, energy flow spreads out high energy and low energy dances so the show feels dynamic and well-paced. Toggle it on if you want that balance. Style distribution spreads your dance styles evenly throughout the show. So instead of clustering all your ballet numbers together, ShowFlo intersperses them, keeps the show fresh. Age grouping gives you control over how ages are distributed. You can go oldest to youngest, youngest to oldest, or mix them throughout, whatever fits your show's vibe. There's also a toggle called Extra Rest for young dancers that's really thoughtful. When you turn it on, ShowFlo adds extra spacing between dances with younger performers based on each dance's average age. Little kids need more recovery time between performances, and this handles that automatically. Act length balance lets you decide how much variance you'll allow between acts. You can allow anywhere from 5% to 30% variance. This keeps your acts relatively balanced so no single act feels way too long or way too short. The act start and end constraint allows you to lock your act opening and closing numbers into position. This is a hard rule for the algorithm, so you can rest assured whatever you assign to these positions will be in your generated show order. Prop and set changes minimize those complex transitions where you need heavy backstage setup between numbers. This saves your crew from scrambling. Now here's the powerful part. Constraint priority. You can actually drag and drop to reorder which constraints the algorithm prioritizes. The constraints on the left are movable. Reorder them however you want. The fixed ones on the right stay locked because ShowFlo implements these evenly. Start with the defaults, they work. Once you understand how everything interacts, then dive into customization. Once you've dialed in your constraints, head to the pre-flight analysis page to finalize your generation options. The first thing you'll see is a pre-flight analysis. It checks for critical issues like unassigned dances and warns you if something needs attention. You can jump back to fix things or just proceed anyway, your call. Then you'll be prompted to pick your mode. Quality mode gives you the absolute best results. ShowFlo does full optimization iterations. Takes a bit longer but produces the most optimal show order. Speed mode is faster using 50% fewer iterations, better for smaller, less complex shows. Pick whichever fits your situation. Then all that's left is to choose how many show generations you want this round. You can choose from 3 options, 1, 2, or 4 generations. More variations mean more options. This algorithm works in parallel, which means even if you are generating 4 show variations, it takes about the same amount of time as if you were to generate 1 show order. That's the power of this app. When you're all set, click the Generate Show Order button and you'll be taken to a loading screen that will give you real-time updates on the generation progress. In the next chapter, we're going to walk through the entire results page. When your generations are complete, you'll be transported to the Results tab. This tab is your central hub for all of your show order generations. At the top, the conflict report shows any issues the algorithm couldn't resolve. Click on any conflict and it jumps you directly to that spot in the show order. Super helpful for understanding what happened and why. Below that, the energy map visualizes your show's pacing with beautiful colors. If any dances are missing energy levels, click that Complete Energy Levels button. It will open a modal where you can set them right from this tab. As you make changes, watch the map update in real time. The stat cards give you the important numbers: total dances, duration, dancer count, dances per act, and performance metrics. All the data you need to understand your show at a glance. Now for the exciting part, your show order variations. You'll see numbered buttons letting you switch between them. As you switch, everything updates automatically. The map, stats, conflicts, all of it reflects whichever variation you're viewing. Found a variation you love? Pin it with the Pin Variation button. Then regenerate and find more favorites. You can compare up to 10 variations this way, giving you flexibility to find the perfect show order. The actual show order displays each dance as a movable tile with title, style, energy, and prop information, as well as dancer chips to show you who's in the dance. Each act has a clear header so you can see the flow at a glance. Here's a useful detail. Dancer chips have colored outlines. These colors tell you instantly if a dancer has quick change conflicts. Click any dancer chip and every instance of that dancer highlights across the entire show order. Perfect for tracing exactly where each performer appears. Reordering is intuitive. Click, drag, and drop any dance tile. You'll see conflict detection working in real time as you move things. Want to lock a dance in place so it stays put when you regenerate? Click that lock button on the tile. You can even chain multiple dances together to create lock blocks. One more helpful feature. Click the Type Labels button to see whether dancers are competition or recreation type right in their chips. When you're happy with the order, it's time to export and share your work. Welcome to the final chapter in the ShowFlo tutorial series. Time to share your optimized show order with your team. ShowFlo gives you several export formats. Each one serves a different purpose so you can share exactly what each person needs to see. Let me break them down by who they're for and when you'd use them. For the production team, the Backstage PDF is essential. It's comprehensive, complete show order, act breaks, dancer assignments, quick change alerts with exact timing details, individual dancer reports, everything your stage crew needs for rehearsals and performance execution. This is the one your production team lives with. For your staff and parents, the Dancer Roster Report PDF is beautiful and easy to read. It lists every dancer alphabetically with their age, total dance count, and shows which dances they're in with color-coded acts. At a glance, everyone can see exactly which acts each performer is in. If you need to customize or dig deeper, the Dancer Roster Report XL gives you everything from the PDF but fully editable. Sort it, filter it, add formulas, customize however you need. It's yours to manipulate. For pure data compatibility, the Dancer Roster Report CSV provides plain text data without formatting, perfect for importing into databases or other systems. For your audience program, the Playbill DocX is your audience-facing document. It includes show information, dance listings by act, and performer details in a beautiful copy-paste format so you can easily build your audience playbill in Canva or your preferred design software. And here's the thing, all exports automatically include your show name, export type, date, and variation number. If you've pinned multiple variations, you can export each one independently. They'll save as separate files so you can compare different scenarios side by side. And that's it. You're fully equipped to share your optimized show order with your entire team. Enjoy, and thanks for using ShowFlo.